What's up, people?
Welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back. I'm Ethan.
And I'm Court.
And we about to tell the story how we met.
Yep.
Now we get asked this a lot, believe it or not. And we had some people ask us to tell our stories, so
here it is.
We're about to tell you. So how we met back in high school.
Yep.
And she pursued me because she liked me. She thought I was cute. She thought I was athletic. She liked the way my eyes twinkled.
Oh my gosh, you're so
She liked the way
full of it.
I walked. She said I had a little sway to my walk. And you know, this is how it went.
Who asked who out? Oh my god.
I might have asked her out because I was being a man. All right, so how do you think it went then? Apparently, I knew we were gonna have these issues. So how did it go? How did we meet?
We informally met in the gym, basketball gym, when I came up to you and asked you, because there was rumors he had made out with this really obnoxious freshman.
Okay, first of all, I was a new kid on the block.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
So
I was a new kid on the block.
Yeah.
So this is day 2.
He had transferred to my school that year, and he was also a year younger than me, or he still is.
Yeah.
He was a junior and I was a senior.
She is a cougar.
So I didn't pay him any mind for a little bit, like think of him in that way, like that I liked him because he was younger. I was like, nah, I don't want to date a younger guy. Anyway, so there was rumors that he had made out with or kissed this really obnoxious freshman girl, and my sister and her friends, mainly her friends, were like, we need to know if it's true, blah, blah, blah. I was like, just go ask him, like he's right there. And they wouldn't.
I was practicing, by the way. I didn't know all this.
No, this was before practice. You were walking around.
I was shooting by myself. Yeah. And I didn't know all this tomfoolery
going
on.
So, yeah. I was like, fine, I'll go ask him. I don't care. Like, whatever. Who cares? So I go up to him and I was like, hey, are you Bertram? Because that's his actual first name, which we all thought was weird. But anyway, he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, this is a really weird question, but I gotta ask you, did you make out with so-and-so, or did you kiss so-and-so? And he's like, oh, no. Blah.
So imagine a random girl coming up to you, and you don't even know her name. And she just says, have you kissed this? I'm like, whoa, what the? No, like.
Also, okay, because the girl, like I said, she was really obnoxious and she was
like, first off, what the?
Yeah.
Like, who are you? You didn't give me your name.
So anyway, I was like, yeah.
She wants to know all the details and the
I said, I knew it was a lie, but like, all of those girls wanted to know, so I just came over and asked whatever, and I said, by the way, I'm Courtney. And he's like, oh, okay, like, I go by Ethan, but yeah, I was like, oh, okay, cool. And that was that. So we didn't officially like introduce ourselves and meet and actually talk until a football game, I think like a week or 2 later. And one of my...
Nah, it's probably like...
Was it longer than that?
Yeah. Oh. So during the time before the football game, I would have class with one of her friends or teammates.
Yeah.
And she would constantly say, oh, you should...
date Courtney.
You should talk to Courtney. You should date Courtney.
Yeah. And she would tell me the same thing.
And I didn't know this.
You and Ethan would be such a cute couple. And I'm like, I don't even know him. He's younger than me. And he's like, you know, kind of. We both were just like, whatever about it. But she just like, I'm not joking, every single day, like would say this stuff to both of us. And so I happened to be at the football game and he was there too. You know, we all hung out at football games in high school. And
you know the football games.
Yeah. And
Friday night.
Yeah. She was with me and I was with like a bunch of my friends and he was with a couple people, and he walked by and she's like, oh, Ethan, this is Courtney, this is Ethan, and like introduced us, and we're like, oh, okay. Even though like we had already kind of met, like that was the official meeting, and we kind of just like.
So to give you guys an idea of how swaggy I was.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I had my white tee with some brown
corduroy pants
and
red Vans
and some red Vans, because that's how Vans was in.
Yeah, it's everybody did wear Vans.
But
I can actually insert a picture of me that day because it was like homecoming night or something.
Yeah, But you know, I was looking good. You know, it was all tight. It was cold outside, so you saw the pecs.
Oh my
So
gosh.
she couldn't resist that. As soon as she saw it, she was like, oh. But you know, I told her, you know, I said, okay, that's cool. You know, we said what's up. She introduced us. I'm like, cool. I'll see you later. I'm with people. And she's like, oh, okay. And so I kept it pushing. And then next thing you know, I go to the snack bar, and guess who's following me?
I did not follow him.
She followed me because she came with her friend.
I did not follow him. He had walked away, and it had been minutes.
Oh, it was a
minutes.
coincidence?
Yeah. How many people go to the stinking snack bar at a football game? Everybody.
Okay.
It had been a while since he had walked away, and my friend was like, hey, let's go get some candy or whatever. So we go up to the snack bar, and I was like, oh my gosh. And this is what I said to her. He's gonna think I'm following him now because we're behind him in line.
Because she was.
You did not mind one bit.
I did.
No,
I was
you
like,
did not.
what your fine self doing following me?
Exactly.
You think this is,
So
you think you can do
anyway,
it?
he gets his Skittles, I get whatever I get. We will all walk back to where we were all where I was hanging out.
But I didn't make it back to the bleachers.
Where he was with these other girls. So we're all talking and like, we just start laughing and I immediately just felt like I had known him for years. And he said the same thing later when we like actually started dating and everything. And those girls got mad and walked away.
You know, there's some people that when you meet, you're like, this is not gonna work. It's just instant connection. You know, you said, when you meet somebody, sometimes you meet somebody, you're like, you can already just feel the energy. Like, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Because the vibe is not right. You can tell the person can't keep a conversation. They're very dull. They don't have no charisma. They're not very charismatic. So, you know, with her, it was very
We were laughing nonstop.
Easy as far as we were talking, laughing. We were just
joking with each other, making fun of each other.
Point after point. So it was cool. So, you know, when you meet somebody like that, you kind of like, you know what?
Yeah. And we both thought each other were cute.
I thought she was alright, you know. I was
he told me the first thing he was like, oh man, she has really pretty eyes.
You know, can you blame me though? Like,
that's how we officially met.
So after the football game, we met another time.
We talked again.
I got her number.
Oh yeah.
Like a real man, you know.
We were always, we both were gym rats. We both played basketball and we were in the gym all the time. So you'll hear us talk about that a lot if we talk about high school.
So
he came up to me. I think I was about to leave for practice or something. He came up to me.
Did I bring up the ankle?
No.
Okay, so after the football game, this where kind of sealed it off, or it kind of sealed the deal. I walked in the gym again because obviously I was practicing. And she was sitting out, but you know, her dad used to coach the team and everything like that. So
my team was practicing.
You know, I don't think any guys were really allowed, like basketball players weren't really allowed to be in the gym like that. But for some reason he let me in. He's like, yeah, you can come in, you can, as long as you don't, he said, as long as you don't distract the girls, which I'm like.
Because a lot of times guys will go in there and they'd be trying to talk to us.
That's gonna be difficult. No, I'm kidding. But I saw Courtney sitting on the baseline on the sideline, and she was
I had torn a ligament in my ankle, so I was.
So we started talking more for like that time, and we just cracking jokes and stuff like that, and then you know got the digits, and then I got in her dad's radar because now her dad was like, "Who's that? Who's that guy you talking to?" So. I think I did the wrong way, you know. You don't go into the lion's den and talk to the cub, the lion's baby, and then be like, "What's up? This is my house now." So, but it turned out to be good. He really liked me, so you know. After that, we just started. We didn't date or nothing, but we were talking.
We would talk on the phone every day. We'd text every day.
She would always call me. Blowing up my phone.
You called me every night, and should we talk about what phone?
I didn't have, okay.
He would use his mom's phone because his phone broke.
We can put it out there.
So he would use his mom's phone
back in high school.
Or the house phone because back then, you know, we used house phones. But I had a cell phone, so
Yeah.
He would call my cell phone every day, and he would text me from his mom's phone.
My parents didn't give me a phone. So all you young
he didn't get one
teenagers, young 5 year, 6, whoever watches our video.
Like later that year.
Not everybody gets a phone when they're 3, okay?
Yeah. So
I didn't get a phone until I was 16.
We would talk every day on the phone, and then we would.
And it wasn't even an iPhone. It was a flip phone.
Yeah, we would hang out at football games, and then he asked me on a date. Okay, I had never been on like an actual date. I had always been on like ones kind of like with friends or whatever.
And that's how I got in.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey.
We like, it was like getting close to Halloween time, and
about to get this popping. There's
like a haunted stadium thing where we live. And so he's like, hey, like I have tickets, do you want to go? And I was like, okay, sure. I didn't know it was just gonna be the 2 of us when he asked, because there was like our friends were around us.
Because I played it smooth. I was like, hey.
All my friends were like, okay, have fun, Courtney. I was like, wait, what? You're not coming? And they're like, no, it's a date. I was like, I got like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so awkward. It's just the 2 of us. We've always just been hanging out with friends there. So that was, it was like he sealed the deal, because when he showed up, first of all though, he showed up 15 minutes late, and that did irritate me, and it dinged him a little bit. That was his mom's fault, but
there's a reason for it.
He was were you waiting for
your sister? It
wasn't
my mom's fault.
It was your sister's fault.
Somebody's fault, but it wasn't my mom's fault.
It was your sister, because she was cheering at the game and something happened. Anyway, yeah, whatever. So I'm sitting there in the cold waiting for him, and he finally shows up, and I was like, I was a little irritated, but I'm like, okay, whatever.
I had to make her work for it.
So we're standing there, and I was like, okay, this is either gonna be really awkward or we're gonna be cool. And again, it was like same thing as when we were with our friends, just like no dull moment, no awkward silence, just the conversation just flowed.
Your boy slid through.
I'm not like a sensitive person. In my family, we joke and like make fun of each other, but like in a nice way, we're not trying to be mean. So I liked that we could do that with each other, and neither of us got offended or like, oh my gosh, whatever. So I will never forget the first like haunted room or whatever we walked into, and there was like a metal wall, and somebody banged on it and to scare us, and he jumped. And so we were busting up, and there was like a middle-aged couple in front of us, and the lady was just cracking up, and like
we just had a good time.
I thought you were supposed to protect her. Yeah, so we were just laughing the whole time, running from people with chainsaws and stuff. And so after that, it was like
she earned some more time with your boy.
Oh my gosh. So we hung out a few times after that, and do you want to talk about when you asked me out, or leave it at that? Save it for another time?
That could be another video. Okay. We just wanted to give you guys...
Yeah, so that's how we met, and that's how things started to happen between us.
Yeah, and
it was fun.
It was cool.
It was a good time.
I mean, it's nothing exciting, but every story, every person that, gets together or develops a relationship, there's always a story behind it. Mm-hmm. Whether, it's something that is positive or negative. Some people meet off the negative side.
Some people don't like each other at first, and then end up being...
So yeah, I mean, it all turned out great. It all turned out good in the end. Since high school, I was 16. I was 16 at the time. She was 17, so I'm 27 now.
Yeah. 29. He's gonna be 28.
I'm about to be 28.
Yeah.
So,
11 years.
You people out there, you young couples or young people, it's not always fast. Everything doesn't happen fast. So our relationship developed over time.
I definitely want us in the future, if you guys are interested, especially like to make a video about not the nitty gritty of everything, but just that our relationship wasn't always butterflies and rainbows, and everybody thinks, like you guys have been together, you've known each other for 11 years, you're high school sweethearts, everything's just perfect. No, we went through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of difficult things in our individual lives that we helped each other get through. And
that might be able to help you guys too, like the people that watch this. I don't know. So we might do a video of that.
And in that video we can talk
we can address that. It can be a little bit more like serious, obviously, but yeah. yeah, that's our story for Ethan and Court for you guys, and like and subscribe to the channel. We're loving the feedback. We're loving the comments. We're loving the interaction.
Yeah, we love talking to you guys in the comments.
Yeah, because it's so cool. Like we're like developing like a little community right now.
Family.
So little family. So we're definitely gonna be putting out more videos. So be sure to like and subscribe.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching. We are out.
Get rid.